Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in yesterday's podcast, we talked about the first book in the Harry Potter series, which is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And we did a complete analysis, including hero's journey, also known as the monomyth, and how you can use it in your writing, as well as how J.K. Rowling used it in this book. In today's series, we're gonna be pursuing this book series, and we're gonna be doing the next book in the series, which is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So, what if I told you that this book isn't another magical adventure? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is different from book 1 because it's more like a mystery. Of course, it's a fantasy book, and J.K. Rowling has put on the back that it's fantasy, magical. But what if I told you it's also a science book? It's also a mystery book. So instead of asking, will Harry survive? In this book, it makes the reader ask, who who opened the chamber and what happened within the chamber, and why is this affecting the characters? This is what makes the book more mysterious and makes it a mystery book, and this is what captivates readers. In the previous book, we talked about the hero's journey and how it followed that blueprint, so it felt more organized. But in this book, it's a little bit more intriguing to the reader because it's more of a mystery book. So, of course, welcome back, and we're going to be looking at this book today. And just please stick around because I'm going to be covering this entire series, and every day I'll have a different theme or topic about that specific book. So the starts when Harry comes to Hogwarts, and this is known as Step One or the Warning. So this mystery book has 8 parts in it, which is the first one, the warning; the second one, the first clue; the third one, suspect and suspicion; the fourth one, red herrings; the fifth one, which is the theme of identity and choice; the sixth one, which is the theme of prejudice; the seventh one, which is the big reveal; and the eighth one, the final showdown. So going back to the first one, which is the warning, the mystery starts when Harry even gets to Hogwarts the next season, and Dobby shows up before and tells Harry not to go to Hogwarts, which is already pretty intriguing. And this is a strong clue because it shows the reader that they don't know what Dobby's afraid of yet, but there's a suspense hanging in the air, and they're not sure what's going on at Hogwarts. So this makes the reader wonder what is waiting for Harry at Hogwarts and what will happen to him this year. The second step I said was the first clue. When Harry goes to Hogwarts, strange things start happening. Harry hears creepy voices that no one else hears in the hallways, and Miss Norris gets petrified, and there is a message written on the wall, and then the mystery officially begins, and all the professors and Dumbledore, they all start getting concerned, and all the students, it's the same for them too. Now moving on to the third one, which is suspects and suspicions. Other mysteries even start happening, and it makes other people start looking suspicious. People start wondering if Harry is the hero of Slytherin because he can hear the language that no one else can hear, which is the language of snakes. And this is interesting because Harry is not only trying to solve the mystery, but he is trying to prove who he is, and tell other people that he's not the culprit. And in this book, he's not the good character anymore as he was in the previous book where he was the hero, but rather in this book he could also be the culprit, and the reader doesn't know that yet, and they don't know about his background. The fourth one is the red herring, which is a clue that tricks the audience and points them into the wrong direction. So this is sometimes the plot twist, or it can change how the reader looks at other characters. So Draco Malfoy, it seems like he is behind it because he talks about the blood status and acts and seeks attention and all that. And it also happens with Goldie Lockhart, where he comes to the school and it becomes more suspicious when he starts teaching his lessons and things like that. Now, the sixth one is the theme of identity and choice, where the biggest ideas are in the book are identity, and this is really where Harry figures out who he is and what his history has to do with blood and what his ancestors were. but it also shows who he chose to be and how his half blood parents and his previous his history before is showing up in this book, and this gives the reader a little bit of insight on his previous life. The sixth one was the theme of produce, and this book also talks about this theme in the wizarding world. And some characters look on Muggle-born students and act like blood status makes someone better. And the chamber itself is connected to that idea because it was made to attack people seen as not pure enough. And this makes the mystery more serious because it's not only about danger, but it's about hate and unfairness. The seventh one is the big reveal. The reveal is that Tom Riddle's diary has been controlling Ginny, and Tom Riddle is actually a younger version of Voldemort. And this twist is crazy because the mystery connects back to Harry's biggest enemy, and it shows that the dangerous memories and secrets can be when nobody understands them. And lastly, the eighth one is a big showdown where Harry goes to the chamber to save Ginny, and he faces the Balsic, which is basically the monster behind the whole mystery. And with the help of the fox and the sword of Gryffindor, Harry survives and destroys the diary along with the phoenix too. And this ending works because Harry doesn't just solve the mystery, but he dissolves the danger. So, as you can see, the Chamber of Secrets isn't just book one again, but it's a whole different story about mystery and what could actually be going on. And it follows a completely different storyline from the first book. And in this book, Harry's not just the hero, but he could be the culprit, which he's not by the end of the story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please stick around for the other books in this series, which I'll be discussing too. And this is going to be an ongoing series of videos where I'll be discussing more on different books and series. Bye, guys.